Hey there, welcome. This is Christian here, and today I've got a very special clip to share with you on the topic of what happens when we repress our sexual energy and when we get scared of being in our full power. In fact, you're going to be seeing an interaction that I had with a client on the stage at a recent Heart Summit, where she reveals that she hasn't owned and completely claimed her sexual power in fear of being rejected and having her heart open and then poof, having life and others close it down, and the pain that might come from doing that. So in fear of opening in life, there's been a retraction of her power. And in this video, you hear me talk about how I coach her to look at the possibility that it's actually safe and enjoyable to stay completely open in our power while risking rejection and the disconnect that might come if we do that. Because of course there are no guarantees. There is nothing that says if we open our heart that life is always going to give us the nice and lovely and joyful. Sometimes we are going to be rejected. We don't get to control how others perceive and receive us. So we have a choice. We either interact with life and we retract our power in fear of others not feeling us, seeing us, and getting us. So we diminish ourselves so that we don't have to feel the pain of another's rejection. Or do we stand open, not defiant like, this is who I am, love it or leave it? Because that's a form of defense as well. But can we wear our heart on our sleeve and let ourselves be vulnerable and open and seen, and yet still remain strong in that vulnerability where we don't actually have to disconnect from our power, and we can keep our hearts open and love fiercely and continue to live in joy no matter what is happening in our outer world. So this clip is a wonderful reminder of just how to do that. And it shows a very, very courageous woman willing to share and open up to this process. So let's have a look at this clip now, and I'll see you and talk to you about this when it's all over. I'll speak to you in a bit.
I envy the women who are feeling very comfortable with their own body, their own sexuality, and are able to express it in a very normal, fluent way. I can't. And
pause. Just want to acknowledge you, because in that moment I just felt my heart open to you when you said that. When you said, I can't, just want to let you know that I feel you, okay?
Thank you. And that hurts.
Yes, I get that.
So I just noticed that I suppress my sexual energy, and by that I suppress my power.
Fantastic tracking, you're doing this great.
But I don't see the gift in that.
Okay. Now let's take a few steps back here. What were the reasons you gave for diminishing your sexual energy? Why is that range not safe for you? What do you tell yourself? What are the beliefs you have? Or what are the experiences that have defined that for you in your life?
A lot. Rejection, pain, not good enough, not beautiful enough. I have 100 more.
Got it. So there's been a lot of evidence that has been given to you over your life to draw the conclusion that to have that energy available is not okay.
Yes.
Great. So now, because it's not available, it must mean that you don't feel fully safe to express your full sexuality. Correct?
Yes.
Because if you did, you might get this rejection and all the other stuff that you mentioned. So it's not so much, you asked me, what is the gift in the repression? That's not the question. The question is, what is the gift inherent in the sexuality if you were to fully show that to the world?
It's not only about the sexuality, it's the power.
Great.
That
so what is the gift?
Yes.
What is the gift in that sexuality and the power that you would have if you fully let it express?
Oh, I would go like a rocket.
You would go like a rocket?
Yeah.
That sounds very exciting, Bridget.
I mean, in the power.
I know what you mean. I wasn't having any other thoughts. These guys, well, of course, were having lots of different thoughts about it.
I think I'm afraid of my own power.
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly right. It's exactly right.
Yeah.
Now, if you know the gift in that locked energy is your power, your radiance, your beauty, but you also know that as you show that, you risk being hurt by the rejection, by the non-acceptance.
Yes.
You're going to have to make a choice soon. Mm-hmm. You see, the truth is that you are going to be rejected. The reason you locked this away was not because of some false experience. It actually happened. You were rejected.
Yes.
When you open this up to the world again, it's going to be rejected again. So I don't want to be fluffing it around by saying, oh, it's okay, nobody's going to reject you. What I'm going to say, though, is this. I want you to explore opening this part of you safely and enjoyably in a step-by-step way so that you gradually build confidence in this power, but you are able to hold the hurt raw on your sleeve without retracting your power when you do get rejected.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I understand.
The practice is, can you have your heart broken but still stay powerful and strong? Do you want to?
Yeah. Yes.
Then build a vision around that.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure. Now, I'm sure you agree that was a very, very powerful clip, and I hope that you got a lot of medicine out of watching it. You see, this journey of claiming your full power and your full sexuality to come into your fullness and be willing to show the world that, whether or not they see it, get it, reject you or not, is a huge part of the transformational journey. And it's, of course, one of the keys to attracting and maintaining a really healthy relationship. You see, often what happens is when we retract our power and we're scared of that power, we often attract the reciprocal. So then we are bringing into our life somebody who is also in that state, or worse still, nobody at all, because in that fear, in that isolation, we put out the vibe, I don't want a man, I don't want a woman, I don't want to be met and partnered, because in doing so, it's going to bring up the very fear, it's going to confront the very powerlessness that is running. And even if we are in a relationship, when we disown this power, this sexual force within us, it depolarizes the connection. And then we become like friends cohabiting, and it feels flat. And we get into this place of, is this all there is? It's okay. We get on, but it feels like there's something missing. And then that's when, of course, the radar starts to become leaky and we look outside of our relationship container for that which could fulfill us. When in fact, what's actually happening is that our powerlessness is in training with our partner's powerlessness. We're both in a numb, kind of disconnected state. Neither of us are fully living in our greatness. And then we project on the other as they must be the source of that, or I don't like that my partner isn't in their full power, therefore I'm going to find someone who is, when in fact it takes two to tango to entrain that. And all that's required is not to focus on the other, but to focus on self and say, who do I need to be in order to come into my fullness, my power, my sexual essence? And as I work that through in my system, my partner will automatically move into deeper entrainment to it. It's amazing. It really is. Now, if you're interested in learning more about relationship stuff, I've got a great and complimentary training coming up, 3 actual broadcasts that I'm doing, 3 webinars that are going to be broadcast from my upcoming Love, Relationships and You event, where I'm going to teach the 3 keys to relationship bliss: sacred sexuality, heart-centered communication, and how you can use your relationship to heal your heart and soul in a process that I call accelerated awakening. These 3 keys are what help you create incredible intimacy in your relationship. Like I said, it's a completely free training, 3 webinars, 1 each day, coming up very, very shortly. All the details can be found on a webpage. The link is below to register. All you need to do is click on that and you'll be taken to a page where I will have a video like this sharing with you all about it. You can have all the details. I really suggest you do it soon. This is going to be a one-off experience. We don't do these types of broadcasts very often, so I know that you're going to get huge value from it. And please tell your friends, share this experience with the world, with your Facebook, with your, with your family, because I think everybody needs to integrate and get this type of medicine. And also, I'd love to hear what you think about, this video today. I'd love to hear your comments and to hear your heart and what is your response as you take in this information. And I'll be reading, of course, through those comments. I might interact and share and go on the blog as well. So I'd love to hear what's going on in your heart and mind as we take this journey together. And I look forward to the next time when we can connect on our next training video. Be well, take care, and be gentle with yourself. Bye-bye.